guys, it's Kinsey. Apparently I can't speak. It's Kinsey here with Canine Communication. And I just wanted to talk a little bit today. I've been doing a lot of thinking about why I haven't put out any videos yet. And I realize it's because I'm very afraid of being judged. And I hate the idea of putting myself out there for people to see and pick on. Especially in the dog training community, it's really common. And it really came to my attention while I was watching another dog trainer's videos. I do a lot of education. I'm always seeking to learn new stuff. So I'm constantly watching, listening, reading, any sort of information I can get my hands on in regards to dog training, personal development, any of that kind of stuff. Love it. And one thing that he said was, if you have a story or if you have something that could help someone else out, it's kind of selfish not to share it. You're going to be criticized, but the amount of people that you could help, shouldn't it be worth it? Right? I'm paraphrasing. That's not exactly what they said, but there's a couple of really awesome trainers out there who are putting out this free educational content for people. And for me, I was blogging because I get my thoughts out really well while I write, but I know I was doing it to avoid putting a video out there. I can be a sensitive little person. And I started thinking about it today because I took my dog, Floki, out to work him this evening. I took him out to the lake. And we were working on his anxiety because he has a lot of different anxiety. He had separation anxiety for a while, which has gotten increasingly better. Leash reactivity with other dogs, anxious, panting, pacing, whining all the time. And you can see him start to rile himself up in his brain. So today, as I took him out over to one of the resorts close by to where I live, and he was starting to show me these signs. He hadn't started whining yet, but I was walking in him and I was working him on the dock because I want to start working him around more stimulus and help working himself through more issues. Right now we're working on him on getting closer to the stimulus. I'm trying to work him within his threshold. So now I'm ever so slightly moving closer to the stimulus and trying to work him through it. And we were walking on the dock, and another dog, he can see another dog at the end of the dock, and then he starts to whine. Actually, false, he does not start to whine. I see him notice the dog, because I know that he will start whining and get anxious and rile himself up. So he looks over, and he does this, and I give him a high-level correction on the e-collar, which makes him yelp. And then I notice everybody around me looking at me like, who is that person who's abusing her dog? Who is that person who's hurting her dog and making them yelp? And it made me uncomfortable. No one said anything to me, which I actually wish they had, but that's just me. No one said anything. They're just kind of giving me the eyes, but it made me kind of uncomfortable. I'm like, if only you knew what I was doing was helping him so much. Like, this is a dog who was returned to the shelter twice for being too much for people to handle, didn't do well around different stimulus, used to break the welding on his kennels to get out because the separation anxiety was so severe. He was at the point when I had him that he was breaking out of his kennel and unlocking the deadbolt and the handle to my trailer door to get outside and start running. He had a lot of issues. And to see where he is now, walking in a heel, being able to be around stimulus within a threshold, he's still working on it, but being able to walk around it and for me to be able to give that correction that tells him, hey, it sucks to be anxious. Let me take care of things. I've got your back. For us, it's huge. And for him, I know it's huge. And he is making leaps and bounds in his progress. And then I catch myself off guard with this insecurity thinking, oh my gosh, all these people around think I'm abusing my dog. But why do I care? That's what I'm trying to work myself through right now. Why do I care? Why do I care what the people around me think? I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal. So what is it in me that really is getting hinged up upon what everyone else's opinions are? Because they don't matter. In the long run, what they think doesn't matter because he is getting dramatically better. But it almost made me not want to go work my dog in public. And I caught myself thinking while I was working him on the dock, but there's a way I can set up a scenario at home with my foster so that I don't have to do corrections in public, so that I don't get judged. And I'm trying to think of all these scenarios, and I'm like, wait a second. Why does it matter? Why do I care? It's none of their business what I'm doing with my dog. They can think anything they want to. Why should it impact me? And that's still something I'm working through. I think it comes with some insecurity, and I'm just being honest and raw and real with you guys because I'm trying to learn more how to value myself and what I do and not take my value from external people and what they think of me. And it's an ongoing process, and it's something that I'm trying to work through day to day. But it was an experience that I had today that I felt like I really needed to share because there might be someone out there who could learn from it, or someone out there who has a similar experience, who's working through the same kind of things. But in the end, what does it matter what they think about me, about my training, about my dog? My dog, I know with what I'm doing that his state of mind and his quality of life is improving dramatically. And that's what counts. Because, I mean, if he wasn't told no, this is a dog that could end up back in a shelter and euthanized. You know, he's got a lot of issues. He was a live catch downtown Spokane running with a pack of dogs. 3 dogs, I think, living off the land. And now he goes to a life of structure where he doesn't have to take care of himself, and I'm telling him, look, I got it. You don't have to worry anymore. Eyes on me. Pay attention to me. Oh, you're going to be anxious? Nope, we don't do that anymore. We're not anxious. We live in a calm state of mind. And it's taking him a while, obviously, because you don't change overnight. Just like me and my self-improvement and valuing myself doesn't change overnight. So I'm working on me, and we're working on him, and we're working together, and it's awesome. But I just had to put that out there because I felt like it was really important, and I knew that I was avoiding making a video and putting it out there because it's very vulnerable. It's a lot to be real with people, whoever it is. There could be, I don't know how many people that I don't know watching this video, and it's intimidating, but it's time for me to get out of my shell and share a little bit. So I hope you got some value out of this. And then if you want to know more about me, like I said, I do mostly blogging, so check out my website at caninecommunication.info, not .com, .info. And I also am on Facebook and Instagram, and I'm working on getting on YouTube and doing more things and getting out there more often. So bear with me, guys. I'm slow, but I'm working on it. So hope you got use out of this, and I'll see you later.